If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel.
Galaxy J7 Max, and I just tell you the specifications and overlook for this mobile. You can see here the back camera with flash, and coming to this side here we have a charging point and headset port, and here we have a fingerprint scanner and front camera with sensors and flash, and we have it here we have a volume rockers and SIM insert button and memory insert button. Here we have a power on off button and speakers. I just opened this mobile. I just type my password. You can see here. I just tell you the specifications. This is a 5.5-inch display, and coming to the resolution 1080 into 1920 pixels. And I just open the settings. You can see here more details about the phone. I'll just scroll down where it is. Yeah, about phone. You may see here the model number, phone number and device name, model number, and the mobile weight is 179 grams. It is a dual SIM with the nano SIM. We can insert only nano SIM. And coming to the resolution, it's 1080 into 1920 pixel. PPI pixel is 386 PPI pixel density, and we have a multi-touch option. And coming to the Android OS is Android 7.0, and coming to the processor, it's a octa-core processor, 2.4 GHz, and we have a SIM card slot. We can extendable up to 256 GB. Coming to the internal memory, we have 32 GB and with 4 GB RAM. Coming to the battery backup is 3300 mAh. Primary camera is 13 megapixel shooter, and secondary camera we have also same 13 megapixel shooter with LED flashlight. We have flashlight for front camera, and you may see here I just taking a pic. It's a Galaxy J7 Max. You may see here I just doing the focus, and we have more options for this camera. We can adjust the tint. We have more effects. You can see here. You can see here. Mobile size is 5.7-inch display. It's a 5.7-inch display, and we can extendable up to 256 GB with micro SD card. Internal memory is 32 GB with 4 GB RAM. You may see here I have taken so many pics. This is a back camera, and here this is a front camera. It's a 13 megapixel shooter with flash. You may see here. I just make a zoom. Yeah, you may see here. This is Samsung Galaxy J7 Max. This is 5.7-inch display with the 1080 into 1920 pixels. It's a resolution, and 13 megapixel shooter, both front and back. 4 GB RAM with the battery backup 3300 mAh. This is Motorola Moto Z2 Plus. Here we have flash, and here we have fingerprint scanner. Coming to this side, here we have a back camera with LED flash and logo. Here we have sensors, and I just tell you the specifications and overlook for this mobile. You can see here we have a volume rocker and power on off button. Coming to this side, here we have a front camera with flash and SIM insert button. Here we have SIM insert slot, and coming to this side is here a charging port and a headset port. I just open this mobile. I just tell you the specifications for this mobile. I just opening the settings about the phone. This is a 5.5-inch display. It's 1080 into 1920 pixels, and Coming to the primary camera, it's a 12 megapixel shooter with 4 GB RAM. Battery backup is 3000 mAh. And I just open the camera where it is. Here we have mobile weight is 145 grams. And coming to the processor, it's a OS is Android version 7.1.1. and coming to the processor, it's a octa-core processor 2.2 gigahertz. And coming to the card slot, here we have a 256 GB. We can extendable up to 256 GB. We have a 32 GB and 64 GB internal space, and we can extendable up to 256 GB with by using micro SD card. And here we have a primary camera is 12 megapixel shooter and secondary camera is 5 megapixel shooter. You can see here we have a multi-touch option also. And coming to the PPI, pixel density is 401. You can see here this is a Motorola Z2 Play. It's a 4 GB RAM with 12 megapixel shooter. It's 5.5 inch display, 3000 mAh battery backup. This is Gionee A1. I just tell you the specifications and overlook for this mobile. You can see here we have a back camera with flash, and here we have a logo. It's a coming to this side. Here we have a charging port and speakers, and here we have a fingerprint scanner, and here we have a sensor with front camera and SIM insert button. Here coming to this side, here we have a power on off button and volume rocker. You may see here we have a headset port, and this is a logo. I just tell you the specifications for this mobile. It's a 5.5 inch display with resolution 1080 into 1920. It's a full HD. I just open the settings where it is here. Here we have settings. I just open the about the phone, and you can see the model number. And this is a 13 megapixel shooter with 4 GB RAM. Battery backup is 4010 mAh, and mobile weight is 182 grams. It's lightweight. It's a lightweight, and here we have is it's a dual SIM Pro. It's a dual SIM. We can use nano and micro SIM also. And this is a 16 million colors, and PPI pixel density is 401. It's we have a multi-touch option also. Protection for this is Gorilla Glass. And coming to the Android version is 7.0. Coming to the processor, it's a octa-core processor. It's a 2.0 gigahertz, and internal memory is 64 GB with 4 GB RAM. And we can extendable up to 256 GB by using micro SD card. This is a 16 megapixel shooter. It is a secondary camera, and primary camera is 13 megapixel shooter. We have secondary camera is 16 megapixel shooter. It's a selfie expert, and you can see here, you may see here the clarity in depth. This is a Gionee A1 mobile with 5.5 inch display with resolution full HD 1080 into 1920 with the 13 megapixel shooter, and secondary camera is 16 megapixel shooter with 4 GB RAM. Battery backup is 4110 mAh, and it's a PPI pixel density is 401. It's a octa-core processor with 2.0 gigahertz. Android version is 7.0. We can extendable up to 256 GB by using micro SD card.
If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel.